Well, Macron arrived here at around 2 p.m. and for the past hour he's been talking to people, meeting and greeting all these people who have turned up to basically lay out their grievances, really. I mean, there were scattered cheers when he came out, chants of Macron president, but there were also people that seemed really unhappy to see him there. This is, of course, Jean-Luc Melenchon's stronghold, a far-left stronghold, and Macron has really come into unfamiliar territory. Now, there have been people who have said that it's too little, too late, that he's coming here 3 days before the final round, and that essentially it's a bit disingenuous of him to come here at such a late date, that they feel like an afterthought. Other people, meanwhile, though, were happy to see him. They told him that they enjoyed his debate performance, that he did very well against Marine Le Pen. Having said that, Emmanuel Macron is going to continue his day here in Saint-Denis. He's going to go and visit a insalubrious apartment, if you will, uninhabitable housing. Saint-Denis, of course, is home to all sorts of housing constructions, many of them unlivable. And he's wanting to highlight as well his record, because he's invested money into this department, one of the poorest in Paris. So he wants to tout his record on that. He's going to cap off his day at the end with a visit to a sporting association to talk to young people in the area who feel definitely sidelined by his policies and by his discourse in the past.
Julia, you touched on that a couple of minutes ago, but why did the president choose to go to Saint-Denis this Thursday?
Well, unlike Marine Le Pen, this is not home turf at all for Emmanuel Macron. In the first round of the presidential election, over 60% of voters voted for Jean-Luc Melenchon, compared to just a paltry 16% for Emmanuel Macron. So he's really coming out here to convince voters to vote for him. It's also worth noting that Saint-Denis' abstention rate is somewhere around 33%, one of the highest in the country. So there's a lot of voters here that he needs to convince in order to give him that big lead that he wants over Marine Le Pen in the second round. Now, it's also worth noting as well that over 1 in 5 people, in fact, of residents in Saint-Denis are actually immigrants or foreigners. So they know that. So in this past week alone, 14 mayors of this department of Saint-Denis have come out calling on their residents not to abstain, to vote for Emmanuel Macron, even though it might not be what they want to do. But they've said that they need to do this in order to prevent the far right from coming into power. Marine Le Pen, of course, has laid out her immigration policies, and elected officials in the department of Saint-Denis have said that the residents of Saint-Denis, would be the first victims of these immigration policies that they've described as racist. So there's a lot at stake here for the residents of Saint-Denis in this election, and that's why Emmanuel Macron is also here today to really hammer home the fact that they need to vote for him.
France 24's Julia Kim with the Macron campaign in the northern Paris suburb of Saint-Denis. Julia, thank you very much for that.